Hello, Cadre. How are you guys doing tonight? Well, it's Sunday. Had a pretty good day myself. Nice breakfast. Relaxed around the house a little bit. Uh, didn't really do a whole lot of anything other than some cleaning, little tidbits of stuff and all, and taking care of the dog, that kind of thing. Also keeping up on the forum with everybody. So, Rich, glad everything is going hopefully as well as possible, and thinking about you and all the little crap you're going through with your basement and all that stuff. Also, this morning, very much enjoyed watching your video, Nurse Dave, and I'm glad you appreciated the little token that I sent out, the little morale booster I sent, all the things that you were going through and all, and then watching you on your video, and you mentioned the fact that you hated them green shirts or didn't like that color of green and all that stuff. I thought, I gotta send him one of them, so then he'd have no choice but to have to wear it, because we'd all guilt him into it. And my conspirator, Dave in Kentucky, gave me your address, so just be careful what you say on these things. You never know what's going to happen. So for tonight's shave, in honor of Major Rich and his love of Japanese razors, or I should say like of Japanese razors. I don't know if he loves them, but he probably does. I think any of us that have them probably do. I broke out one of my prettier razors. This is my Toyo 777, the Schonberg. So it has T period, the Schonberg, real German hollow ground, and made in Tokyo, 777. And it's got some pretty like pearl kind of molded into the scales and all on both sides. So this one checks off all the tick marks. Great razor, great rind, pretty scales. It's got etching on the show side of the blade, and this is one of the few ones that I actually paid a premium for. It's a new old stock, so it's shiny new, and I'm the one that gets to use it and do whatever, and then whoever winds up with it after I check out, well, hopefully they'll enjoy it as much as I did. Also, tonight's soap is the courtesy of Dave in Kentucky, the Nuavia Rossa. This is one of the ones that I've always been curious to try out, and he was great enough to go ahead and send me a sample of that. So I've already got it lathered up. It's got a really nice smell to it, kind of a earthy, woody, I don't know, I'm guessing sandalwood, vetiver. I don't know. I haven't recently looked at the scent profile of it. Whipped up a nice lather, seems to be pretty stable, so I'm kind of excited to give this a go. So I got my trusty old RazoRock 400 synthetic brush, and whipped up a lather in my SWK Scuttle. So I'm a bowl lather. A lot of you guys seem to be face lathers. I don't know, I guess that winds up being kind of like toilet paper over the top of the roll versus under the bottom of the roll. That kind of debate maybe, except now it's the have and have nots of toilet paper. So, didn't go out to the store today. Yesterday's trip to Walmart down close to Baltimore was enough to do me for a while. Don't really need to be out and about amongst the Walking Dead cast and such. So, like I said, hope everybody had a good Sunday and you're raring to go for Monday. I know I am, but yesterday's stunt shave with Spider's razor was an interesting diversion. Guess reminded me of how quickly muscle memory can fade and all, some of the angles and all that stuff, while having to worry about riding the cat, plus holding the handle in an entirely different way than you hold it straight and all that. You got to think about it rather than just doing it. So it's good to keep in practice. So, and Pat down in Texas down there, we've written back and forth a bit. Seems you are possibly looking at getting or looking into getting the Philharmonica 13. If you prefer the 6/8 size, that would be the one that you would want. The 14s get all the attention, seems. And that's what I've got. But this size here, this is about a 6/8, maybe a little bit bigger. Really actually measured and all. But yeah, 6/8 is my sweet spot. Sometimes a 7/8 seems a little bit big, but I like them too. I like them a lot. But I've never actually shaved one of them big choppers like sometimes people, you see they got them big Wade and Butcher 1-inch for barber's use, or George Britain's. It's amazing the difference in just feel and heft of the blade 1/8 of an inch can make. And of course them big Sheffield blades. Are going to be like a half hollow grind, I would guess. Or maybe even thicker, I don't know. So that would make for quite a bit of heft. So I like my thin grinds, which just seemed to be what worked the best for me. And I tried to do the variety thing at first, and got all different sizes and tried to get the different grinds until I zeroed in on what I was the most comfortable with, what I liked the most. And so thin, extra hollow, 6/8, 7/8 is the biggest. So, but I've got a fair amount of American ones too. I'd kind of give you my top list, or my list of the ones that I have personal experience with. But there's a lot of really good ones out there too, you can't go wrong with. But I love my Robisons. I like my Gencos. Top Flights are another one that it's a Burrell Top Flight. They were made in the 40s and 50s, I guess. I think at one point, one of the Burrells or whatever married one of the Case daughters, and it's another one of them New York razors. And a lot of people that worked for Burrell came over from Case or vice versa. I can't remember all the history. I read up, there's been some good posts on some of the other forums where people way better than me at researching things and all found out a lot of information about a lot of the Case story and all that stuff, and Genco and everything. But the research I did on Phillies basically just means you want to get the early ones or the second generation ones, or any one of the ones with Jose Mon Pou, P-O-U, Pou, however they pronounce it, and stick with them for quality reasons. Because when he passed away. Like a lot of stories you hear about, I guess the kids took over or whatever, and the quality control went down, and they started, I guess, outsourcing things, and scales got cheaper, steel got cheaper, and they just weren't as nice. So the other ones, a lot of them, you find a lot of new old stock ones coming from Japan, and they are hit and miss. And the ones that I got aren't the prettiest. They're in good shape, good to very good shape, but they're not new old stock. And I got them from Spain, off of eBay Spain. And while my daughter speaks fluent Spanish, I do not. And but there's the translate feature, which a dumb truck driver like me can use and read the description. But basically, you're mostly going off pictures anyway, so. This soap is really nice. I like this soap, Dave. I can see what all the hype and love is for it. I just wish the scent was a little bit stronger. I mean, it is a good scent, but I guess my nose isn't as sensitive, or they don't want it to be a strong scent. It's kind of, I would say it's light strength, but it is a very nice soap, nice residual slickness. Nice and stable, easy to whip up. Dang it, this might end up going on the want list. I don't know. And I'm coming into the party late, and now I see they don't offer it in the little cool little clay pots anymore. There's the money stroke. That's the slickness. Yep, this is a good soap. So, rambling on and on and on. What else did I want to say? No new news on the dog front. He's doing fine. Well, no, I guess actually there is. I took up the ramp that I made for the front so then they could get in and out without having to go up the steps and down the steps. And he is back to going up and down that like normal. So, steady as she goes with the old dog. And the missus is getting around a lot better. Wearing her walking boot less and using her crutches less. So that's also very good. We got a doctor's appointment tomorrow morning where they're gonna check her out, check the foot out and do all that kind of stuff. And then she's probably gonna start physical therapy, so. So the old Toyo razor did its work. And Nuavia Rossa did its work excellently. So now I've got 3 soaps out of all the samples that Dave sent me. So I'm gonna squeeze the leftovers out of the brush and just leave them in the scuttle to dry, and then maybe add a little bit more soap from the sample and stretch this out. But yeah, I would give this one 2 thumbs up. It's as slick as a used car salesman on a rainy day. I had my one uncle, my grandfather's brother, was a used car salesman, and he always said that he loved selling cars on a rainy day because every one of them shiny. And he was a shyster, he would know. So that was my Uncle Hugh. Smoked cigars all day long, drank iced coffee, and was constantly trying to put people into vehicles that might have been of questionable value. He even had like ex-convicts and all that worked for him, and was known to have rolled back some odometers in his day. So fit right in with the family legend of the Irish side of my family being run out of Ireland, accused of being horse thieves, and coming to the shores of America to make a fresh start. So that's what'll happen. So but you can trust me, I'm as honest as the day is long during the winter in Alaska. So I think I'm going to use my Proraso. This is kind of a sandalwoody kind of scent and all to it. Not that really, that the scent strength on that soap is so light, you could probably use anything you wanted and it would match up well. So, and as I suspected, very nice post-shave, very little, I would say 5% out of warming, the warming scale for the aftershave getting putting on. So that's a very protective soap, because that's a very sharp razor, and with me talking and not paying a whole lot of attention, if you were going to get some irritation out of a soap not doing its job, tonight's would be one. So like the Proraso aftershave, good stuff. Can't go wrong with that. And now actually my local Wegmans grocery store has now started carrying Proraso aftershave and the tubes of soap, not the other kind, but the original like big toothpaste tubes of soap. So thank you to the Toyo, and thank you to Dave for the soap. And Rich, keep on wearing that shirt in good health. And if the lights ever go out at the house, you can always just put that on and walk around, and it's kind of almost like maybe you made a long visit to Chernobyl or something. So once you get used to it though, you kind of, it doesn't really affect you too much. So that's about it. 18 minutes, man. I'm gonna be trying to stay under like 20, because I think I don't want to go all like overtime and bore the heck out of you guys. Hope you all have a good Monday, and I'll see you around. Take it easy.